Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and tonight is Friday Night Nuts. That's right. We're just going to sit here and kind of act like a bunch of 12-year-old boys. Why? Because we can. Because we can. Okay? I'm waiting for Miss Patty Ann. She's going to be joining me tonight, hopefully. And, we're going to hang out. So right now we're just waiting for people to show up. Let's see who gets here. In the interim, I got a new die. We're going to cut it. Yeah. Let's see. It's about, we need a piece about 4.5 inches by about 6 inches. 4.5 by 6. Let's get a piece of paper. I'm just, I got a new toy. I got to play with it. Four and a half. That'll be fine. Okay. Oh my god. I got stuff all over the place over here. I have a cat that's down there that's desperate to get up here. Okay. There. Okay. Now I'm on live chat. Being on live chat in my own live is probably a good idea. I'm just going to cut it all at once. I'm not going to bother taking it apart because, if it cuts, it cuts. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the whole point here. Good Lord. That was tough. Okay. Oh, I hear a bingity bingity. Oh. Hi, Miss Gypsy. Let me grab this. Go back over here. Close that. Whoa. That was heavy. All right, so we're waiting to see if Miss Patty Ann can log in. What a mess I am. It's probably not the best way to do that, but it's fun. Okay. Being a goof. I'm just waiting to see if Miss Patty Ann makes her appearance. I sent her the link. We'll see. I don't know why I'm sitting here poking this out. I've got the pieces there. Probably because if I don't poke it out, it's going to make a mess everywhere. Okay. I made a mess. All righty. I'm a disaster. Okay. All right, so we have quite a few. We'll trim them out and see if we like any of them. Oh, I hear a bing. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Hello, Miss Patty Ann.
Hello. How's everybody?
We're here. We're here.
This is my mess. Look.
Oh, God. Look, I ain't
Got
even going there.
everything.
Mine is you. You don't even want to see my craft room right now.
Wait. Well, there's more behind me this way, and there's more over here, and back there. And this is just the semi station. I have all my supplies in the other room.
Well, you've got a Michelle craft room.
And then yeah, I know, but I try. I don't know how to keep this organized easily. It's so annoying. I don't know. I finally got this little thing here, nice. So I've got all my inks here. I got all my glues. Trying to keep it, situated nicely. But what am I supposed to do? There's all my alcohol markers and the water soluble crayons and there's all the scissors. See, I have a ton of scissors.
I kind of feel you on that one.
A few brushes there, a few brushes here and here. And then I have all the new ones hanging on the wall inside. I overbuy. I'm terrible.
I do too.
Oh, but wait. The best thing is I found my dies and I was able to do it. And look what I made.
Oh my God, you actually got a die. That felt good.
This was all these little tiny pieces. Oh my God. It took me like 4 hours to make this.
Yeah, I hate piecing. Piecing is
after that, I was like, yeah, okay. I don't know if I'll ever use that die again.
Hi, Miss Christine.
I got to get my other phone so I can see who's in the chat because I can't see who's in the chat with this.
Well, so far we have Miss Gypsy and Miss Christine is here.
See, I got to turn my thing. Okay. Trying to figure out how to. Okay. I got to get this in the tripod. I got to see what's showing. Where am I? I got my other phone here. This phone is all cracked and broke, but I can still get on. Let me just see. Where am I? I'm here. Okay, so my desk is showing from here to all the way over here, so that's not good. Let's make this look a little bit.
Get out.
I don't know if I want to do watercolors. I think I've die cutted myself out for the last few days.
You think?
I was like a lunatic with that thing. I was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning cutting everything.
And now your arm hates you.
Yeah. That's what's wrong. My wrist hurts. That's what it is. I was wondering why my wrist was hurting. That's it. I didn't even think of it.
That thing all night.
Well, see, my regular one is that small one, so I could only cut one die at a time. But there, it's so nice and big. I was able to put a whole bunch and go, and I was like, well, I'll do it. But then you got to sit and pop all those little,
all this little crap out, yeah. And you're like, what the hell was I thinking?
I know, right? But it's fun because now I'm just trying to figure out what you can see here and what you can't. Okay. Actually, let me just go on here and then I'll see. Look, there's my baby boy.
Oh, move it up.
That's my little Benny. And when I put it on, see, this is the next die I have to do. I have this die too. I haven't done it yet though.
That was when I did that Harry Potter one. I hated that thing.
I know, because you have to do each one a different, you have to keep doing it because it's different colors, right?
Right. So
and it's all connected.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should
like 7 times.
That's just it. Because I don't want to separate. If I separate them, I'm going to lose the pieces. I just, I just know I will. So it's better if I you have to just keep doing it. Well, like this one, what I ended up doing is it is a printed paper, but then this print was all over the face. So then I painted the face with, regular acrylic paint to cover the whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
The design that was on this thing, This, I just turned the flowers upside down. I was like, yeah, I'm not cutting out more for the flowers.
Yeah,
Turning them over.
And they're fidgety. So you're doing piece by piece, and
uh-huh. And they kept falling off, and then I had to find them on the floor. I was like, come on. Okay. Let's see.
okay, let's see. All right, she's working on her chat.
Let me get this.
Gypsy says she loves your seashells. Hi, Miss Sherry.
Thank you. This one, oh no, I think this was, yeah, they're both hand painted. I thought it was decoupage. No, yeah, these I painted. When we used to take the boat and go to the beach, I have like hundreds of shells. Hundreds, when I tell you. It took me 4 hours to collect the shells.
I think that's something that you do though when you live in an area like that.
Yeah, that's just it. Like, mostly everybody has a boat, and you just, you go out, you go across to see the beach, and you hook up there and you stay there. We used to stay like 2-3 days in a row.
Yeah.
And what else are you going to do? There's the beach or the boat. And once the boat is docked, you're not going to go boating around. But like Jay would go fishing or whatever. He had his little Zodiac, so he would zip around on that. But I don't like that. I don't want to do that. So then I'd be like, all right, I'll be at the beach, and I walk up and down the beach and get my stuff. Oh, I see. So it's showing. Well, yeah. See, this camera's wrong. Wait.
Hi, Miss Jessie.
Why can't I get this tighter? What's the problem here?
I don't know. I ain't looking at it.
I'm trying to situate my camera better. So there's the lag. I got to wait and see now. What are we looking at? See, this is showing like the back of my desk. I need it to be down here more. Oh, my nerves. You don't know my nerves.
Craft higher. Why can I never?
Oh, this baby I reborn weighs maybe about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. And then I painted it, and I was a reborn doll artist for, I don't know, 10 years. That's how I supported myself after my separation.
That ain't bad.
I know, well, because each doll goes for anywhere from 200 to like 1,000. Not this small. This small is usually about $75. But like the bigger ones. Do I have any local? No, see, they're all in my other room. But the most expensive one was $1,100, which somebody in Louisiana bought that. I remember. I was very happy. That paid my mortgage for 2 months at that time.
Yeah, I bet. Jeez.
Let me see. This is still trying to fix the angle of the camera. As you can tell, I'm losing my, well, no, you can't tell because you don't know my voice usually, but I'm losing my voice or something. Getting laryngitis. I just wanted to show you my book where I usually do all my, like mixed media stuff. Yes, here's a Bima, see? This is from October 5th, 2024.
See, I like putting them in a book like that.
Yeah, I keep them all together, and it's not just one group. Like, I realized that some of this here I'm wrong. These ones are from, I don't know if you know Becca. She used to do this mixed media.
Yeah.
So I used to do the mixed media with her back in 2023. Yeah, mixed media. September 28th, 2024. This is with you. This one's with you. This way, when I'm done, it's all set. Like when I fill up every page, I put this away, and then I started a new book.
Yeah.
And this was like an old, I don't even know what book this was. Something. It's all, so I usually will paint it white, and then sometimes I cheat though. Sometimes I'll just do it on a piece of paper, and then I glue that piece of paper to the page.
That works too. Because see, I'm weird like that. You guys know I hardly ever just do just a piece of paper. Like I want to do a card. I want to do a canvas. Whatever I put my hands on that week.
That's what I decided recently, that when I do something, I want to do it so that I could put it on a card and have a card made. I have a whole box of, blanks that are already ready. Like the what do they call them? The backs?
The bases.
Like, yes, the bases. I have a whole bunch of them. So I said, oh, all I have to do is that, and then glue them on, and there's a card for somebody. Because every time somebody's birthday comes up, that day I'm like, oh my God, I didn't get a card. But maybe I do some watercolors, which I have some of these, and then I have my book here. This is nice. This is new.
I would rather hear I need a card than what my daughter used to pull. My oldest daughter, she came home from school on a freaking Thursday and told me she needed a dress for a black and white dance on Friday.
Oh God. I'm not a sewer, though.
I was like, are you insane? Oh, you can do it, Mom. Yeah, let me just put a whole dress together and, basically all night because, you got to have it the next morning.
Well, my daughter did that to me, but like she would give me a little more time. She'd be like, Ma, I need a costume for this or that. Oh, okay. And then like I'd forget, I had 2 of the kids I was taking care of. And she'd be like, Ma, when are we going to start the costume? Oh my God. All right, let's go buy the material. What do you need? I made her a swan costume once. The black swan had come out.
Oh, yeah.
And she wanted to be the black swan for, it was actually for my son Anthony's birthday because he was born in October. And we always had a costume party for his birthday. So I was like, all right, let's go to the store. We'll make the costume. But I used to do that for everybody, make their costumes. And then my costume was some store-bought thing out of a bag.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when we used to go to Halloween parties, whoever I went with always won because I made their costume. And they would win the costume party. But meanwhile, like nobody knew that I made it. And it wasn't me going up there. But, at least they knew. My husband went as Father Guido Sarducci.
Oh, God.
So I didn't actually make the I just went and got all the supplies. He already had the mustache. I went and got him the sunglasses and the hat. And then I borrowed an overcoat from my father. But he won for that. And another year, he wanted to be, because his name was Frank, we made him Frankenstein. So I made the whole entire head. And then he just had to put it on his head like a football helmet. But it was up square and it had the bolts coming out and all that stuff. And then I put on an old dress that I wore. Actually, it was, I think, my mother's dress. It was a gown that she bought to a wedding. I put that on. I put my hair up in a tiara. I said, yeah, I'm a princess. There. Done.
Been there, done that. My daughter, on her first wedding, got married at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, here's the kick to this. You cannot get married on the guild properties, on the guild lots, if you're not in period appropriate costume. You have to be dressed.
Fully decked out, yeah.
And so, like, if you're on a royal, like a royal guild, you have to be dressed royal. If you're dressed in a pirate, if you're in a pirate guild, you have to be dressed like a pirate. And so they were having it in one of the royal guilds, which meant basically you had to be dressed, fully dressed.
Right.
And being that I make Renaissance costumes, I offered his family to make them costumes.
All of them?
All of them. It's what I do. You know, the guys can get away with, you know, wearing a pair of like brown or gray pants, boots, and just a shirt and a top,
Right.
you know, like a jerkin or something, or, you know. We got there. Her entire side of the family, she was in a faux green suede gown.
Wow.
With this beautiful Japanese trim on her sleeves, big bell sleeves, corseted in the back, just a gorgeous gown, full train, the whole 9 yards. Her bridesmaid was in a beautiful periwinkle gown with a corseted waist and off the shoulder, very pretty. Her brother was in a traditional kilt. He actually laid the fabric out, put the belt down, and rolled into it. I was in a full gown. Even my mother showed up, fully dressed.
That
She
would
went
be
as a
cool.
friar. She went as a friar. His family showed up in Halloween costumes.
Basically.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Horrible. Damn near embarrassed.
And then people were looking at me going, don't you do costuming? And I'd be like, yeah, I do. Made that offer. No.
So they didn't want it? I guess they thought.
They were just, I don't know. But, you know, when you're doing something like that, that's a theme, the families should participate in the theme.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah, nope, not them.
Now, my daughter will do anything to wear a costume.
Yeah.
Like,
So will I.
we all dressed up in Harry Potter for Benny's first birthday party.
Did you go as McGonagall?
No, I actually went as Luna Lovegood.
Ah.
I figured she was going to go as McGonagall, but her sister-in-law went as McGonagall. And I was Trelawney when she had her Harry Potter party. We did it down in my basement. She even painted on the wall. The chamber has been opened.
Okay.
It's painted right on the wall. When people come down, they look at that, and it's like all bloody, dripping down. It says the chamber has been opened. Like the gas reader man, the gas meter man. He came down one time. He looked at it, and he was like, "Okay,
deal with it."
I mean, if you know Harry Potter, then you know what it is. But obviously, he didn't know what that was, because I guess that sort of scared him.
Deal with it, my man. Deal with it.
That's just it. We've been doing costumes forever.
You know, you gotta have fun. You do. I don't understand people who can't, like, you know,
like, yeah, just get into it. For the only way I made Jay do it was for my daughter's 25th birthday party, I guess. She wanted a Roaring 20s party, so we all dressed up like the Roaring 20s, all flappers. And I told him, I said, look, you have to wear something. And he was like, I don't wear costumes. I was like, well, if you come to this party, you have to. So he was like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to wear. And I was like, dress up like a gangster. That he liked. He was like, oh, all right. And he had fun with it.
Now, I think it was my daughter's sweet 16 or her 15th. She had a Tarts and Vickers party.
A what?
A Tarts and Vickers. It's an English party. The girls come dressed as tarts, and the guys all come dressed as religious.
Oh, as the Vickers. Yeah.
There were a couple of parents that did not approve of this. like, I can't believe that you're allowing this. You seen your kid go to school?
I know the clothes these kids now wear nowadays. Anyway, what are they talking about?
Trust me, they're
Actually, a
gonna have
lot
more
of it is
clothes.
clothes. I would have liked to have been able to wear those kind of clothes back when we were in school, but that wasn't the style back then. You know,
Yeah, no.
we wore Jordache jeans and that kind of stuff. Hi, Janie.
On the West Coast, it was this.
Let's see, who else did? Jersey.
Called-
Things in common.
They were called chemin de fer, and the boys used to call them show 'em the fur.
Yeah.
And these jeans used to have a zipper that went all the way around through the crotch and up the butt.
Oh God.
I was like, what is the purpose of this?
Quickies.
Oh my God. I'm just imagining, stray hairs at that age, because we still had hair that, in that age. No. Like, because that when you unzip that to sit down to go to the bathroom, it just kept going.
Oh God.
So now you're in the bathroom trying to like reach up behind you and re-zip your pants. And
well, that was like when I used to go out and wear the jumpsuits, the one-piece things. You had to take the whole top down to pee.
Yeah.
So I would hold it as long as I could because whenever I went out dancing and drinking, once I started going, I'd have to go every like 20 minutes to a half hour. And like, I didn't want to have to do that. So I would hold it for hours. Then I'd finally go.
Which is not good for your bladder.
I know. I found that later on. They're like, never, ever hold on to it. You have to make sure you let it out. And I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Christine, fashion torture. Yes, fashion torture. Oh, God, what else? Vans shoes. Remember those? And they weren't really broken in until your toe poked out the front. And your dad would go off like, I work hard to put shoes on your feet. That's what you wear. Yeah, that's what I wear, Dad. They're comfortable. They're air conditioned.
I think my favorite shoes were, do you remember the Exosoles?
Yes.
I had Exosole boots. And I just loved them. I used to wear my Exosole boots. My long blue denim coat came all the way down past my knees. And then we'd wear the white sweater with the big thick hood and throw that over that. And then you wore the suede hat with it had the suede braid around the head part, and it had the braids coming down, hanging off. Like everybody wore that.
Hello, Aurora.
Carla! I could finally yell that.
You can only yell at her, right? Oh. Yeah, so last night we were chatting a little bit in the chat about some of the stuff that comes up on your Facebook, your Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'll be honest, I've got a lot of the nanny coming up. I don't know why. I'm not particularly fond of Fran Drescher, but for some reason I have the nanny going crazy. And those freaking storybooks, that Pocket FM read the story thing.
Oh, the storybooks. I get like it was the Wolf Clan. She's part of the Wolf Clan and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. And it's like yesterday I got one that was actually like a cartoon, like a claymation cartoon, the character.
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the, I guess it's better than, 5 years ago when we had game advertisements where the guy was jumping naked out of the window because her husband came home.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God. I'm like, what in the hell? But every time I turn around, there's some, and it's not just me. I thought it was me, because I'm female. They were targeting me. Obviously they know I'm a girl because of nope. Hubby gets the same ones.
I usually
And I'm
get
like,
a lot of arts and crafts things, and a lot of cooking.
well, I got to
Only
tell you,
because I started watching Josh and Mama.
if I have to hear one more time about the embossing folder of the month club for December, what is the deal? Like they never, move forward with these things.
I don't actually like I won't click on those. I don't click on every video, obviously. And
Well,
I'll skip. And then I do shorts. I do a lot of shorts.
Yeah, I'm finding a lot of this stuff on Reels.
Oh,
And
okay. Reels is like on Facebook, right?
yeah, and as soon as I get rid of, like, I had a game that I was playing, and I stopped playing it because I started paying money, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. Like, I looked at it, and went, I spent $20 this week on this game. Nope, we ain't playing it no more.
I have a friend. It's terrible. She plays Candy Crush, and we went away on vacation. There were like 12 of us that went, and she kept disappearing, and we were like, "Where is she?" And then we'd go find her. She'd be in the room, in her room. Oh, what are you doing? Come out with us. We're all outside. We're going to the beach. All right, I'll be there in a few minutes. Well, what are you doing?
Candy Crush.
Nothing. Yeah, she was on her Candy Crush game, but like the whole vacation, that's what she did. And we found out it was because she had paid money. She didn't want to waste the money, and she had like so much time to
use
get
it.
whatever it was accomplished. But we found out she spent like $6,000.
Holy crap!
Wow, that's
So,
yeah.
like nothing beats that. Like, I don't know, $6,000 on a game on your phone. Seriously,
Sounds like someone else.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They bought a whole gaming system with that.
I know. My ex-daughter-in-law, she did that when she was living here with us. My son lost his crap and thought he was ticked because he had gone down to make a car payment, and
God.
he was buying a used car, from one of those like little used car lots where you make the payment at the lot. Yes, long-winded UK crafters. Yes, they mutter. I know what you're talking about, Christy. But he went down there to make the payment on his car loan because he had to make a payment every 2 weeks. It wasn't a lot. It was only like $100, but he still had to make a payment. And he went down there and he made the payment, and he came back, and like 2 days later, he went to go to the store or something, and his card was declined. And he was like, what the hell? So he was absolutely, totally convinced that the girl at the car lot
stole money.
His credit, his debit card number. Nope, it was his ex-wife.
Well, at the time,
she was the wife. She spent it all on a video game on her phone.
Wow.
And she didn't admit to it. He only found out that it was her when he went off on the bank for the fraud charge, and they were like, well, it looks like it was spent, and they gave him a list of all the transactions, and it was a game that she was playing. Whole paycheck, like $1,500.
See, I don't get the point of. I don't get the point of paying for those things. You're beating other people because you're paying money.
Yeah.
Doesn't it mean more if you win because of your savvy knowledge of the game or expertise at it, whatever, something like that, not paying for it? I mean, I can see paying for a game if you wanted. Like, I wanted the Harry Potter game. It was $9.99, but it was a one-time payment, and I bought it. That game is still being played now. That game was bought, I don't know, 7 years ago. Same game. My son plays it all the time.
Right.
So for $10, we've been playing it for 7 years.
Mike and I play that Wizard 101. We have been playing it for
Many years.
16, 17 years. We pay $60 a year because we buy it when it's on sale and they just add the time on to the end.
Right. I think my daughter was playing that one.
It's $60 a year for the unlimited access. Per account. So we pay $120. But the thing is, and you guys hear me say this all the time. Okay, guys, I got to get off of here because Hubber and I log in at 9 o'clock.
Right.
And we play every day. And it's not just us. Our grandkids play with us. Our kids play with us.
Yeah, when they get on.
Yeah, see, it's good when you've got a whole bunch of people. At least it's, worth it.
All right, Christine, let's talk about those long-winded UK crafters. What is the deal with them?
Oh, I keep forgetting to look at the screen. I'm not used to being live. Sorry, people.
You'll
Hi,
get
Christine. Now, you know what? I sit and I'm talking, but I forget to look at the screen.
It's okay. Yeah, you end up, I got to tell you guys though, I've bitched and I've complained about there's two of them. One of them does every, I know she watches my videos and then she makes my projects, but she never gives me credit. I actually caught her the other day in a video that she did where she tried to do the hills into valleys, valleys into hills.
Yeah.
And she could not get it. Like it would not come out of her mouth. And I was laughing. And then she says, and I don't understand it anyway. I don't know why anybody would do that. And I was like, okay. And then she showed her project and her paper was like all cracked. And I was like, that's why.
There was actually this other creator I was watching, and I noticed she was scoring it and then folding it that way. And I was like, no. You have to score it and then turn it and fold it the other way. And I go, hills and valleys, valleys into hills. Come on.
I drummed that into everybody.
I didn't bother. I was going to write it in her thing. But then I was like, well, I didn't come up with that. So I'm not going to put it down. And to type it, I don't know if somebody would understand that without seeing what I was talking about. And I was like, yeah, let her figure it out on her own.
Yeah, and you're right, Christine. And then they show you stuff for 15 minutes that has nothing to do with the video. There's one lady I watch all the time, and I love her to death. I really do. But oh my God, can she go off on a tangent? Oh my God! She'll start talking about she'll be like, "Well, I bought this pad, and I got it at down at the pound shop. It's like our dollar store." Okay. Then she gives you a 15-minute litany of all of the other stuff that was in the pound shop that she couldn't believe she could get for a pound. And eventually she goes, oh, wait, we're talking about, and she'll come back to the pad. And you're like, holy crap.
That was a lot.
We have just been on a journey.
And I can understand doing that if you're live. You might forget. But if you are making a video, and then you're going to edit it and do that kind of stuff, why do you leave all that nonsense in there? When I would make my videos, I could be sitting here for 3 hours recording and talking and stuff, but I'm not going to put a 3-hour video in there. So then I edit it down.
Right.
If I'm sitting here cutting and I'm not really talking because I'm busy, my tongue has to go back and forth in my mouth when I'm cutting. I just do it fast and then, I speed it up and I'll maybe play music with it or whatever. But if I noticed if I go off on a tangent and I'm not doing any artwork and I'm just sitting there talking about, falling and skinning my knee when I was 7 years old. Who really wants to know about that? Cut that out. I realize I do that
all the time. People go, I can't believe your videos, they're so fast. Well, you know what? They're not sit and chat and shoot the shit videos, guys. That's what lives are for. My videos, they're tutorials. I'm there trying to show you how to do something, my perspective on it. And nobody wants to listen to me ramble for 40 minutes. I may have 40 minutes worth of film, but you're only going to get a 20-minute video.
Yeah, that's what I try and do. Keep mine around 20 minutes.
You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. That's the end of the project. See, you got to yell at the screen. Even Christine's like, yes. I hate voiceover videos. Oh,
I did that once because something happened to the sound. I was really upset. And I was like, what is wrong with it? Why is there no sound on this video? I know I'm talking because I'm going like this with my hands. I wouldn't just be sitting here quietly going like this. I was like, there's something wrong. So I had to do that. I was like, never again. If there's no sound, I'll just put music to it. Then I'm not sitting there talking, and that's annoying.
I had
to watch the whole video and talk about what I was doing.
Yeah, I've done videos where I've lost the sound for whatever reason. The mic got unplugged, or for whatever reason, the mic on the cam was the one that picked it up, which sounds like a tin can. And so I'll go back and just record the whole stupid video again. Which is probably why I end up with like 15 of the same project.
I have a problem with mass making.
I do too.
I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of them, and then I get like, yeah, I was going to make a video of this, but I don't feel like making another one of these, so not making a video of that.
I don't understand mass making because to me, if I'm doing something like this where I'm making stuff for a specific journal, mass make, go for it, because it's all going in one specific journal. You want it to look similar,
cohesive, right? Yes. Yeah. I use all the same paper and all the same. I'll make a tag and an envelope and a pocket, all using that same paper in that journal. But I can't just make a whole they'll say, oh, make a bunch, then you'll have them ready all the time. I try that. I have a whole thing here of finished products, but they don't go with the journal that I'm making ever.
Exactly.
So it's like out of place a little bit. I was thinking maybe just making a journal with all the things that I made because they pretty much go together. So I'll have to make a journal to go with the things I've already made. That's what I'm going to have to do.
What is your new?
Right.
It's frustrating because they do that mass make. And that's why I always say, like, when you watch my videos, you'll see me say, because I can't stand a mass make. So you'll see me say, okay, if this is what you're doing and you want the basis, stop here. This is it. This is the end of your project. Then stash these away. Now, if you're making this for something, then by all means, go ahead and finish decorating it and putting on all your extra stuff. And I put it's actually in the description of the videos where it has the definition of a mass make versus a make ahead. And there are some things that we will not use if we have to stop to make them.
Right.
For some people, it's no big deal. They'll just whip out an envelope. For other people, stopping in what they're doing and moving everything out of the way so that they can make an envelope now detracts from what they're doing. And they get like sidetracked. So pre-make the envelopes. Are you going to use every freaking one of them? No, probably not. But
that's just it. Then look what I just did. I just smashed it. That's just it though. I have a hard time. First of all, I have a hard time storing everything. I don't have that much room. I don't have any journals finished ever. I've never finished a journal yet. I have about 50 journals partially made, but like nothing's. I have to get to. I got to get to these things. I don't know. I keep saying I'll do it, but there's always something else I have to do.
I have some that I've never finished that are in the other room that are now on a shelf. So every time I go in the craft room now, I have to look at them. Oh, I got to finish that. Oh my God. We need to get out some different paper here because I don't want these to all look the same. What's that matte piece?
The only thing about watercolors, it takes so long to dry, and you have to wait then.
Yeah.
While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to do something else.
I like watercolor though.
I do, you know, basically I just did oil paintings.
Yeah.
And then that's all I ever did for years and years. Then I turned over to acrylic. And then I found mixed media. And then I finally started watercolor. So like watercolor is still pretty new to me. I'm still learning.
I like watercolor because it's forgiving.
See, and I don't think so. Like I just did this, and like there's so many things that if I was using acrylic, I could fix. I mean, I guess I could still fix this afterwards, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, once it dries, you can fix anything you want. But
yeah, but I don't have the patience to wait for it to dry.
Okay, that's a problem.
It is.
I don't know. I like watercolor because I think it's a little more forgiving. But yeah, I know that like Michelle does acrylic, and she prefers acrylic. But me, I like to be able to screw stuff up. Look, I'm messy. We all know this.
Well, how's this?
I am a walking disaster. See
What's
that? See, that's my favorite too. Aurora. I love working with my watercolor pencils. Both, you know, putting them directly on the paper and just pulling the color from the pencils.
Yeah, I have them. I think that, let's see here. No, these aren't my what? Are these my watercolor? Yes, these are my watercolor ones. Yeah. Here, I decoupaged spaghetti sauce jar, and that's where I have my watercolor pencils. If it's going to sit on my desk, it'll look pretty.
There you go.
Alrighty, let's see. What color am I using here?
All right. Well, I've only got this ticket for that location. Do you have another Cox ticket for the other one?
Now, Marie was on earlier, and she was talking about, you know, she was having problems. She got acrylic markers.
I thought it was maybe an outage for the entire area.
You know, the acrylic paint markers.
I have them, but I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, she was like, she's like, I just can't get it. I just can't. I get really frustrated.
It doesn't work here. It doesn't come out when I want it to come out. Then a big blop will come out. I'm like, you just ruined what I was going to do here. Or I just can't get it started. I'll sit here and, you know, push the tip, push it, shake, push the tip, and I give up. Forget this.
Forget it. I said to her, I said, well, how many of those have you thrown against the wall? 1, 2, 3. She goes, the box. That whole box. Okay, then. I guess we're done with that. Oh, I bought a bunch of stuff at auction the other day, and I went and picked it up today. And don't you know, they screwed it all up.
Gave you the wrong stuff?
Yeah, I was mad.
I don't blame you.
Well, because I buy stuff not necessarily for me. I buy it, you know, for y'all. And I bought these little like clips, and they were supposed to be 3 colors, and there were supposed to be 30 of them, so 10 of each color. And it was supposed to be like rose gold, antique gold,
right now,
and like copper or brass or something like that. And there were like those. Let me grab one. I got them over here. Some of them.
Okay.
Here, these things.
All right.
These little bulldog clips.
We're good.
And So I was like, oh, those would be great.
Oh, okay.
The ladies would, that would be something that they could all use.
Or go ahead and close it now.
And I got there, and they bring out they come over and they're like, phone number, you give them the number, and then they come over and they bring you your packages. And I was like, okay, it was all taped together, and I'm looking at it going, this is not right. So I looked at my phone. Yep, phone says that it's supposed to be a pack of 30. It was one big, huge brass bulldog clip.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I tell the girl,
Yeah.
she's like, have you ever been helped? I was like, yeah, this is not my stuff. And she was like, oh. And she goes to scan something to return it. It's the wrong item because they're all glued together with tape. And
yeah, no, this covered quite a bit.
So I was like, no. I want that one. I don't want this one. This is the wrong one. Luckily, I carry scissors in my car because I'm a crafter. I don't know why we do that, but we do. So I was like, I cut it open and I gave her the other piece. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, they were supposed to refund it back to my card. It's not showing as refunded. And then they took it and walked away. So I didn't even get the item. I'm like, y'all are brain damaged, right?
All right.
Something dropped you all on your head
Got it, buddy.
at some
Thank
point.
you so much. I really appreciate that, James. And you have yourself a fantastic night. Thanks, bud. Bye-bye.
Then I gotta wait for this one to dry.
You need a heat tool or something.
I actually have one. It's just buried somewhere down there, which I would get, but then I have to get off the chair and get on my hands and knees and climb under there.
Oh, I don't get on my hands and knees if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Buggy.
I can do it if it's earlier in the day.
He's not here today, so. Out of luck.
I have Dominic here, but if I ask him to do it, he'll bang his head on it, knock this over with his elbow, spill the water. It's just not worth the trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone says that. Okay. I know what I want to do now. Got to start on Easter stuff. So I got my little wooden bunnies. And I already glued their tails on. Little fuzzy tails. I figure I'll just paint these or I'll decoupage them or something. I think I'm going to have to paint them first, though. Come on, I can get this last one out. I can put one of these in a shell.
Yes, the brush tip pens are easier to use than the ones where you have to tap the tips. But if anybody knows how to use the acrylic paint pens, if you would reach out to Marie, that would be fantastic because I'm lost when it comes to those things because I don't like them. I have are the gold. I have gold, black, and silver just for edging stuff. And that's all I really use it for.
I use for light and dark fabric. All right, this one is for fabric. Don't know if I've ever used it. I have the alcohol markers, of course. I love them. I use them a lot.
Yeah, I have mine and I use them quite a bit. I use them, I use them for when I'm doing my dies, cards and stuff like that.
I'm trying to look. I don't know if I have. I know I have paint more. Oh, wait. Maybe they're up here.
Okay, Carla, tell me more. What is the deal with Wayne Bryant? they didn't give you a refund and then they kept the stuff. That's bull. Ooh, I'm pissed. Shush, I can say that. I'm not monetized.
But yeah, I have these paint marker pens. I haven't tried them yet, though. I shall one day. Actually, I'll let her fold this. Maybe I'll try them in a little while. There's this water here. Let's suck this water.
$250? Oh, I'd be livid. I would. I'd be livid. Did you go off on them? What the hell? There'd be no way I'd be nice at that point. I'd be like, you thieving bastards. I didn't say that. Yes, I would have. Oh. Get my Jersey girl all up. I had to call my father eventually and see if he's still alive up there.
When's the last time you talked to him?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Huh. Yeah.
But
well,
you guys gotten all that snow and stuff. Hi, Chris.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. Chris Shuck?
Yep. Shuck.
Oh,
Aw, shuck.
oh shucks.
Aw, shucks. There are times businesses irritate me. I will say this one. Like, I know she who shall not be named would order dye from Joann's. And she'd order it from joanns.com. Now, this is not just Joann's either. I know a few stores that do this. They have the items, but they have them in multiple locations. And so each store would bill her separately. But they'd put a hold on her card for the total sale. And then she'd have like 5 or 6 little charges because each store would charge separately.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've never ordered anything from Joann's before.
And
there was one close to me.
So. Too. I know Michael's does it too. So
that too. I have all those stores like really close to me. So like normally I would just drive there. Now I don't have a car, but I really don't need art supplies. So unless like I get like a gift card.
Yeah.
Sometimes my daughter or my daughter's father-in-law usually gets me a gift card for like Christmas or something like that. And it's always Michael's, which I love because you get me one for like anything, any other kind of store. I'm not going to buy clothes. I have, 30 bins of clothes, brand new with tags on it. I don't need clothes ever. But Michael's there's always something I need. Like, oh, I just ran out of white paint. Oh, I got that gift card. Let me run to Michael's.
Okay. So Carla says that she had the receipt and she scanned it and sent it to the corporate office with a redheaded witch type email. And corporate sent her a message basically saying, it's a he said, she said thing. And she told them to watch damn cameras. And they won't. They won't.
Wow. Don't you know it's everybody's first day. I don't care where I go. Whenever I'm going through something, it's always, they never know what to do in that circumstance. I'm like nobody has ever come to you with this problem before. This hasn't happened to anybody else ever in the history of this place, whether it's a doctor's office or a store or anything. Nobody's had this problem except for me.
Yeah, you're the only one. Get over it, lady.
Either I'm the most unlucky person in the world or everybody's just really stupid. Even simple things like CVS. I cannot stand CVS. Every month, they know I get the same medication. I've been on the same medication for 9 years at the same place. You know I'm coming every month for this medication. How could you be out of stock? You know that I come the same time every month. Like, isn't there somewhere in your computer that says, oh, blah, blah's prescription is due, will be coming up.
Right.
So let me order extra because somebody else. So what they told me is when somebody comes in with a new prescription, they'll give what they ordered to that person. I said, why would you give it to a new person who's never been on it before instead of giving it to a person who depends on it and needs it and has been on it for 9 years? I can't suddenly stop taking certain medications.
They do that.
But that person hasn't started their medication yet. So it would be better if they waited the 3 or 4 days extra. And like I tried to explain this. And what they first did is they said, well, we don't have it in stock, but you can go to the other CVS. I said, oh, okay. So I go to the other CVS and they're like, well, what are you talking about? I said, well, I had the prescription at the other CVS and they're out of it. So they told me to come here. Oh, well, but we don't have your prescription. I said, okay, well, go on your computer, connect to the other CVS and get my prescription. Oh, we don't do that. What do you mean you don't do that? You're both CVS. They told me you had it in stock. That's why they sent me here. So they know you have it. How could they know you have it if you're not connected to that store?
Jesus.
She just looked at me. They said, no, well, we need the prescription from the doctor. So then I had to call up my doctor and have my doctor send a new prescription to that CVS. But see, that was my doctor's day off. So I explained everything to the nurse and she said, okay, well, tomorrow when the doctor comes, I'll have the doctor call up and send the prescription to that CVS. I said, okay. So that means I'll be sick for 2 days, but okay, whatever. At least I'll get it tomorrow. All right. Well, then the next day I go there and they say, oh no, we're out of stock. No, you weren't. You had it yesterday. I was here. Remember? So I had to have it switched. I was like, look, now the first CVS has it. I was like, so can I go back there or are you going to tell me that prescription is no good because this one overrides it? And she was like, oh no, I think that prescription will be good. I was like, can you call that CVS and ask before I drive all the way over there just to find out that prescription is no good and I have to have my doctor call up again, please? It's things like that everybody's first day. I don't know. And am I the only person who's ever had that problem before? It's like, what do you usually do when somebody has this problem? Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so everybody hears this from Carla. Do not buy clothing at Lane Bryant. She's cost them thousands of dollars, and we're going to continue to cost them thousands of dollars because most of us are fat girls. Don't buy clothes at Lane Bryant. Okay.
I've already got clothes.
Christine says her pharmacy has told her, oh, there's only 2 people in their town that use a specific medication, but they never have it in stock. So she has to plan ahead for them.
But see, that's what I mean. Why they know that those two people use this? It should be in their computer somehow that when their order list come, they're running low on this. I know that comes up in the supermarket. It works that way. Things come up when it's going low. So why wouldn't it have that at a drugstore? I don't get it.
Carla says, Patty Ann, I've been out of my crazy pills because they've been out of my pills for 3 months straight. I played the doctor, sent a new prescription to another store, didn't get it filled, but insurance was, and we're waiting for the rest of that. Well, I'll tell you what, Walgreens is not any better.
No, I know, because Jay had Walgreens. He used to go through the same thing.
Walgreens, they fill all of their prescriptions at a regional center. Okay, so the insurance was charged, but she didn't get it, so now she can't get it. So now she has to get she can't get them at all because the insurance was charged even though medication wasn't given to her. Then they do that. My what we affectionately like to call the don't punch people pills. When I started taking them, they were 95 cents. That was my copay. My current copay on that pill is $7 and change.
Wow.
Unless we die.
See, I don't even know what I would do. Like Dominic's medications, it's like $400 a month. I only I never knew how much it cost because it would always come back with zero on the receipt because I don't pay for it. The insurance does. Well, they stopped. The insurance company stopped covering that drug. So then I go there to pick up his medication, and the guy's like, that'll be $468. So I looked at him and I laughed. I thought he was joking. And he just looks at me and I was like, you're kidding, right? And he was like, no. I was like, my son has insurance. Why isn't it covered? Oh, I don't know. It's not being covered. You'll have to pay cash. 460. I was like, no. I was like, there's got to be something wrong. But it was when they switched him over. He's on disability. So when his father retired, they switched him from SSI to SSA.
Right.
And now the SSA, because it's Medicare now instead of Medicaid,
right.
Medicare won't pay for that medication. So I was like, okay, but he's still as poor as he was when he was on SSI. So why would Medicare or Medicaid or Medicare expect him to pay for that? So they said, oh, well, then you have to fill out a QMB. I was like, okay, what do I go down to social services, fill out a QMB, and then Medicaid will pay for that other prescription.
Right. It's like a compassion thing.
But it's like, why don't they just do this automatically? Why did they have to make me go through all that? Meanwhile, he's sick as a dog for like 3-4 days, puking his guts up because he doesn't have his medication. What am I supposed to do? And don't forget, he is 30. He's 30 years old, but mentally he's only 8. So for him, he's a little kid just being sick. He doesn't know why he's sick. He thought he had like a stomach virus. I knew why he was sick. The kid's going through withdrawals.
Chris, Patty Ann is doing a watercolor. And
oh, no, changed now.
I'm just fussing around making more, more ephemera for that stupid book.
Actually, am I on camera? I didn't know if I'm on camera.
Yes, you are. I see your little paintbrush moving, doing little leaves.
Oh, okay. I should hold up. I'm actually painting the bunnies. I'm gonna decoupage them, but you have to paint them white first. I'm waiting for my watercolors to dry.
Oh, I am way off live on my live. There we go. Okay. She's painting bunny rabbits.
They're little wooden ones, and then I glued all the cottontails on them. Now I'm just painting the back white so that I can do the decoupage on. Figure I'll get a jump on Easter. Every holiday, I'm always behind. I get stuff ready. I say, this I'm gonna make for Christmas, and then all of a sudden I realize it's like the end of November, and I haven't started any of the Christmas stuff. So I have
That's
stuff
why
in
we
there.
start crafting for Christmas in July.
That's about the right time, because that's how long it would take. But the year I decided to do that, that I had broken my back in June, so I was flat on my back for 3 months after that. By the time I was able to like even sit up, I was like, all right, too late to start Christmas now. And then this year, what happened this year? I don't know. Oh yeah, everything was a mess. My art room was a mess. Now I'm cleaning out stuff. I don't know if I told you, I'm selling my house and moving.
Where are you moving to?
I'm moving closer to my daughter. This way, because I bought my house 25 years ago. So the equity I have in the house, if I sell this house, I'll have enough money to buy a whole house if I move out east. I'll have no mortgage, and I'll be closer to my daughter. I'll be like 10 minutes away from her.
Yeah, that's an advantage. That's why we're moving to Kansas or Oklahoma.
Well, I don't know if I'd want to move to Kansas. Wait, or Oklahoma. Come on, there's all those tornadoes. Let's pick another state.
That doesn't happen there anymore.
Yeah, right. My aunt used to live in Oklahoma.
Tornado Alley has moved east and up. Now freaking Ohio gets it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Because not for nothing, but I don't know if you could tell. See, I'm a Wizard of Oz fan. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na.
So you need to be, caught up in a tornado.
See, I could use this for something. What should I store in here?
I don't know.
I have it sitting just on my desk. It's like to be pretty, but I could actually put something in here. See, it's like a little TV. Got the little antenna. My daughter has the same thing on. She's got I Love Lucy.
My son loves I Love Lucy.
So do I. I have my I Love Lucy dolls. I have a puppet with mannequin, marionette.
My oldest son, when he was like 4 or 5, we lost him at Universal Studios. Couldn't find him. Finally, I look and there's this I Love Lucy like building. It's like dedicated to Lucille Ball. And I go in there and he is sitting in front of the biggest plasma screen TV I've ever seen in my life, watching I Love Lucy.
Aw.
And he has loved her since he was a baby. For Christmas one year, we bought him all the shows on DVD. And he just recently got remarried. And his second wife is like, he's got a thing for Lucille Ball, right? Yeah, he does.
I do. I used to watch Angela was maybe 5-6 months old when she started watching I Love Lucy. I would get her in the morning, and I'd bring her to my room, put her on my bed. I'd put the TV on. It was around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I Love Lucy would be on, and she'd sit there while I fed her the bottle, and she'd watch it. So then, even when she got older, like, 2 years old, 3 years old, every morning she would wake up and she'd be like, "Mommy, Lucy's on." And I'd go get her, take her out of the crib, bring her in the room with me, and we'd watch I Love Lucy. But I watched it with my mother too, so.
Yeah.
And I watched it every day because it was on every single day my whole entire life up until about 3 years ago. I watched it every day. I don't know what channel it's on now.
And never get tired of it.
Yeah, no, because each episode has its real funny part. Like, oh, I can't wait for that part.
Yeah.
It's like the honeymoons.
And James Cagney, he had a thing for James Cagney. I think
my grandfather used to do James Cagney. He'd come in here and he'd do the walk with the pulling the pants up and all that stuff.
And then I think he was probably 7 or 8 years old. I'm hearing noise in the living room. And I'm like, what is going on? And I go out there, and it was like 3 a.m, and he's sitting there watching Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Ah.
He loves that movie.
When Yankee Doodle. That's the only film he danced in.
Yep.
He reminds me of my grandfather.
Just to confirm, you said 32
Same hair.
50291, right?
My son just absolutely loved that movie.
Okay.
It's
the weirdest stuff that our kids do,
I know my daughter at 15, she loved Casablanca. That was her favorite movie. She's into the arts though. She was in theater. She was in a play. Well, she's been in several plays, but I mean, when she did The Wizard of Oz 3 times, she was in it.
Oh.
She played the Wicked Witch, and that was just by a fluke because she's a graphic artist, and she was a graphic artist for the Performing Arts Center. So she was doing all that. The girl who originally was supposed to play the Wicked Witch got very sick, and they said, "Ange, you know the Wizard of Oz word for word, right?" And she was like, "Of course." "Can you do the Wicked Witch?" She was like, "What?" They were like, "Can you do the Wicked Witch? Blah blah's sick," whoever it was, "and we don't have a backup, so can you do it?" She was like, I guess so, but I don't know the spots. I don't know my marks." So what they did is there was this one of the little kids dressed up as the monkey.
Yeah.
They said, "We'll send that flying monkey out there, and the monkey will be hanging out with you on the stage. And you just follow wherever the monkey goes. You go and stand next to the monkey." And that's how they worked it out, because they had a day and a half to figure it out and get it all done.
It works.
But she knew it word for word. Unbelievable. We weren't allowed to videotape it, but I snuck it. Like every time it was just her part, I would know, because like I know the Wizard of Oz by the back of my hand. I would get my camera ready, and then I'd hold it up, and I'd just be like this. I'd just snip it. Okay, put my phone away. No, I'm not recording anything. I made a video and put it online, but do you know, it's not on my YouTube, and I don't know. It's like through Google or something. I don't know where that film is, though.
Huh.
Every once in a while, I'll come across it, and I'll be like, there it is. But I don't know how to get to it again. But, and then when she was in high school, she was in The Wizard of Oz. Then she was a munchkin and a jitterbug. And then she was in, well, it's not really in college. They did Wicked, and she was Galinda in college play. Is it anyone wonder, Benny sits there, he loves The Wizard of Oz and Wicked. And he knows the parts, like he was like 1.5 years old. He would know when he heard a specific sound, he would know that his favorite part of that, and he'd go over to the TV and stand there and look at it. And she was like, "Oh, this is his favorite part." And they would do like the dance scene or something, and he'd stand there and like dance with it. Oh, she sent me a picture. Oh, I can't show you. It's on there, but for his birthday, I bought him those coloring books. Somebody suggested it to me, and I can't remember who it was, but they said get him those coloring books that have the colors already on it. Like it looks white, but then when you add water to it, it paints it.
Right.
So I got him that, and she said she sent me a picture of it. He was sitting there painting, and he loved it.
Good.
I got him one of these kind of paintbrushes that you put the water in, and
Yeah.
like you don't have to dunk it; the water just keeps coming out. So I gave him
Water
one of
pen.
those.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, we got another artist in the family." Because my grandmother was an artist, but my mother, I used to always want my mother to draw with me. She'd say, I'd say, Ma, what could we do? Let's do something fun. She's got, you want to clean? My mother was a clean fanatic. Her house was spotless. And I'd be like, no, Ma, I don't want to clean. I want to do something creative.
Yeah,
She's like, well, cleaning is creative. I was like, Ma, cleaning isn't creative. I know you like to do it, but I want to do something. When we're done, we can see the results. She goes, well, after I clean, you can see the results. I was like, no, because your floor is already clean. I'm not going to notice it.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Wait, look. See? I have my I have my wicked Glenda doll. You know I'm a doll freak, right?
Yeah, I've heard that about you.
Yeah, I've got there's about 50 or 60 dolls on my shelf over my dress on a shelf that all look down at me, and everyone's like, how do you sleep in that room? I'm like, I treat my dolls well. They're not going to hurt me. Don't worry.
Creepy dolls, creepy dolls.
I have dolls everywhere. Yeah, I can reach over and pick up dolls no matter where I go, and all different kinds. See, got my little Winka. Got these little ones. That's why reborning them came so natural. It was like dolls and painting, my two favorite things. Put them together. There you go.
Right? They're so cute, though.
Yeah, these ones I got on Temu. They were like $1.99 or something each. But they're adorable.
Those reborn dolls.
Who does?
Temu.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'll show you one. Well, I could show you 7 of them, but I'll just show you one.
Yeah, just give me the last 4. What do you got there on your equipment?
Just move this so I don't get paint on here.
That's interesting because I got Bravo 498.
Right, here's one. She's like a little older. She's a toddler. She's pretty big. Wait a minute.
She just looks like a doll.
That's just it. When you get the and look how light it is. Look, I could hold it with one hand.
Yeah.
When they say reborn on Temu, it's not reborn. Believe me, I reborn dolls. This is not reborn. I think they think because they painted fingernails on it, because this is not hand rooted. The hair is definitely machine rooted. I don't care what they say. Nobody can do hand rooting like this.
Yeah.
So it's machine rooted.
Router mode and DHCP mode.
I mean, I guess it's more realistic than like the dolls used to come, but I don't consider this actually a reborn.
It's got, of course,
but I mean, this doll was only $30, so I wasn't going to complain.
Yeah.
And you said Bravo Delta 3 Alpha, right? Yeah, that's I'm showing wired connection, and it's got a local IP address.
Well, then I got to show this one I was supposed to finish.
Ow! I stabbed myself.
I was making a oh look, I got paint on her. I was making a, what is this called? The Sugar Skull doll. See, and she's like solid white. So it's like a nice painting thing. So I did the tattoos on her.
And then of course you plug in your.
Oh, that's cool.
On your.
She's got some tattoos here. What does it say? Oh, I put NGU, which is never give up. I put the angel wings on my son's initials.
No, you could if you have some like
his birth date and his death date.
Your equipment, just give us a call and let us know that. That's
I know, a little morbid, but I wanted to make this by Halloween and get it all done, but yeah, I didn't get to finish it.
Well,
see, this is a horseman doll from years ago. Like it's a vintage doll.
Yeah.
That I decided to make, you know.
Right.
I don't know what to do with it yet. The eyes open and closed too. Eventually I'll get it done.
So I ordered these from Temu, guys.
I mean, it's working now.
Let me put the dog out.
As it sits, it is functional.
Get out. Take your friend with you.
The thing is a router, but I can ping it.
All right, I got a deck of apologies now. I got to get a napkin.
Okay.
Oh.
Since we're all falling out all over the place, I grabbed these from Temu, and they're you put them in your wallet, and you put your insurance on it, who your doctor is, your emergency contact. You know, if you wear contacts, your medical conditions, any allergies, medications, things like that. So I'm going to send these out next month, in March, for everybody. If you need more than one, let me know.
Oh.
Because I worry about everybody.
Right. Yeah. Once you make the changes on that other end, give us a call.
I do. We get to an age where we start to worry, you know?
You should be able to connect. We'll clear the art table and all that.
I know. Well, because stuff starts happening. My friend Mary she was just in the hospital 3 days ago again. She just got out of the hospital like 2 weeks before that. It was just her potassium level was low or something. That's what they said anyway. I don't know.
Well, okay, here's the thing with that. Like, I remember when I took my mom to the doctor to go get some blood work done. And we went and did the blood work. And I was like, okay, you know, great. We've got the blood work done. Then at like 4:00 in the morning, I get a phone call and they're like, take her to the emergency room immediately. And I'm like, why? And the doctor's like, her potassium levels are dangerously high. And I was like, why? But I took her to the hospital, you know, dutifully. Went over, woke her butt up. She's like, what? We're going to the emergency room. Get up. I don't want to go to the emergency room. I don't care. We got to go to the emergency room. Took her to the emergency room. And I did not find this out until years later. My mom had been on lisinopril for years.
Oh, okay.
For her blood pressure.
Yeah.
Lisinopril binds to potassium and keeps it in the body, so it actually raises your potassium level. So you should not eat things like bananas.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes, because Jay was on lisinopril for the last 14 years or so.
Yes, you write there's a space there. It doesn't say it specifically, but there is a space on the card, Christine, where it says other information where you can put that. Yes. So if you have a pacemaker or something, put it on there. I also got this. This is to make Hubbard happy.
All right.
Just to go on my keychain. It says I'm a diabetic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good that's good to have. My father used to wear one of those. Yeah. And he had on his, it had that, and he was a heart patient. He had already had a triple bypass.
Holy crap.
You two knock it off. I know it's fun to hit the glass while the cat's face is right there, but still.
The dogs are just rough to the cat right now. All right.
The cat wants out too.
Okay, so I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 of these little boogers, and I can put them in the bag, and we will have them the next 10. I still need to make cards, though. I'm just not, no, not in the mood. Will not make cards. Actually, basically have to do some fussy cutting, and I'm too, no, not in the mood for that. Let's see.
I know fussy cutting isn't one of my favorite pastimes at all.
It's not. All right, guys, here's some useless information. Mel Blanc, who voiced Bugs Bunny, was allergic to carrots.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's funny. And wait, look what I'm showing. I'm showing bunnies, and I just had a whole thing of carrots.
So we're doing some Looney Tunes stuff. Tweety used to be a baby bird without feathers, but then the censors decided that he looked naked.
They didn't want him to be a naughty bird.
Apparently not. Scooby-Doo's real first name is Scoobert.
Scoobert.
Shaggy's real name is Norval.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not know that.
Ah.
Hello, Harry. I hear you. Meow.
Donald Duck comics are banned in Finland.
Donald Duck?
Yeah, because he doesn't wear pants.
Oh, come on. Do their real ducks have pants in the real world?
I don't know.
That's silly.
Oh, I don't know. I love stupid stuff that we don't need to know about. Okay. Luke Skywalker's last name was changed at the last minute because apparently his original name was Luke Starkiller, and they wanted him to be less violent.
Well, yeah, I guess Starkiller sounds a little morbid. My Elvis copsy.
Harry. Harry's here, ladies.
Harry. Baby. Hello. I love those markings.
Well, from like here up, he's a tabby cat. But from here back, he's what are you fat old boy? A Bengal.
Oh, Bengal, yes.
James Bond is known as Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in Italy.
Kisses all the girls and then bang and well, all right, bang bang dead the bad guys.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting. King Kong is the only movie to have its sequel, The Son of Kong, released in the same year.
Was it?
Yeah, 1933. Apparently, they were both released in 1933.
1933?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I did not know that. I used to love watching them every weekend. Like, I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday they used to be on. Godzilla.
The movie Clue. Y'all remember that one, right? With Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie Clue has 3 different endings.
Yes.
Each ending was randomly chosen for different theaters.
I remember that. It was like in 1985.
Yeah.
I only remember that because I just had a baby. And my husband wanted to go to the movies. And I said, well, I have a baby. What do I do with the baby when we go to the movies? And he was like, well, I don't know, but I'm going to go to the movie. I was so pissed. Wonder why he's an ex? He left me home and went to the movies by himself after I had the baby all day long.
Oh. I'd be mad.
I was always mad, but couldn't really let him know I was mad because then he would just get madder and then act on it. So I had to pretend that everything was just fine and dandy.
John Travolta's white suit from Saturday Night Fever was auctioned off for $145,500.
Wow. Do you remember the sequel to that?
Staying Alive?
Yes. Well, you know the girl Finola used the main dancer in that movie. She's on General Hospital now, but I had met her when she was on All My Children at the time as Alex Devane, and I had a comedy club. I was there helping my friend who was the president of one of the other actors that was showing. She was the president of his fan club. So I went there to help her. At the time, she was the Secretary of Defense for the United States. But we went there, and it was just the 2 of us, and we hung out for about an hour in the back of the bar. There was like this private lounge with couches and stuff, and just her and I hung out for like an hour. It was nice. That used to be my hobby. I'd go see all the soap stars.
Are you ever going to leave my desk here, kitty cat?
No.
Okay. Mick Jagger has turned down a £3.5 million advance for his memoir from a publisher because he says, quote, he couldn't remember enough significant details from his own life.
Too many drugs.
Oh my God.
Keith Moon still alive?
Yeah.
It's funny when you see these like old time rockers and like I see them and I'm like, oh my God, they're so old. But I forget, like when I was a kid, they were already adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've aged, obviously, and of course they've aged too, but you don't think of it that way until you see them, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah. Like I still think John Bon Jovi.
As that young guy that used to bop around on the stage, right?
And now I see him, and he's like got gray hair and wrinkles, and I'm like, oh my God. All right, ladies, I have to get ready because in 20 minutes I got to be in the spiral with Hover. So we're going to call it quits for tonight. I will be back tomorrow night for some mixed media. We're going to play some mixed media madness tomorrow. Kitty, you want the book? I'll give you the book. Slap you in the head with it. He's looking at me going, Mother, I have claws. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to scoot on out of here, guys. Listen, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Patty Ann, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Enjoy it.
And y'all
get
think
to
about
blare.
that. Y'all think about that Winnie the Pooh, you know, and no pants either. Him and Donald, man, they're sitting at the gates to Finland going, we want in. All right, so I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to stay warm, stay hydrated, and stay well. On behalf of Patty Ann and myself, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We love you, and we will see you again another time. Until then, bye.
Good night, everyone.
So bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.